What I got for you guys today is a video about small block Chevy timing chains. How they're junk. Some of them anyways. We have this cloyes chain versus this SA gear chain. You're going to see which one's the good one and which one's the junk one. Now if you're working on your engine, it's late night, and you have one or the other of these chains, and you're getting your engine ready to go to the local no prep, so you can be the $10,000 winner, or you're going to the dirt track world finals, you need to check your chains out. Don't just stick them on there and slop them in, because if you do not pay attention to what you're doing, you ain't winning. The first thing I'm going to show you is how loose this is. This is tight. The bolts are tight. But watch the chain down at the bottom. See how much that moves back and forth? This is brand new. And I'm going to show you what the problem is with these chains, which I'm saying is a bunch of mismatched stuff, or it's how do you want to word it? A bunch of reject crap that's put in the box to be sold. You might be thinking, what kind of chain is it? That's what kind of chain it is. And I have two of them. They both have the same problem. This is what the box says on it. I've used these for years. I thought they were good, but I don't think they're so good anymore. And I thought maybe something was screwed up with this one, this set, when I bought it. So we end up getting another set. The only difference is, get that out of here, this is the single key. Same top gear, same chain. I switched this stuff and tried it. All of it does the same thing. It's loose like that, which is no good. Yeah, your timing will be all over the place, especially when it's that loose. Now granted, this isn't the highest dollar timing chain set that you would buy for your small block Chevy. But over the years that I bought these, I've never had a problem with any of them. They've never been loose like this. And another thing that I noticed is this top gear. When you used to buy these sets, they were a cast iron gear, and they had 3 slots in them. Now, if I had one on hand, I would show you, but I just had a slot, and another slot. They were obviously a cast gear. Now I look at this thing, and this looks like a billet gear. This is usually what your good high dollar timing chains come with, is a billet gear. But on these cheaper chains, there are different size rollers here. There's what they call a double row and a true roller, and this is just a double row. Usually all this stuff should be a matched set. I would say some of this stuff is mismatched, or something weird's going on here. It says made in USA on the box, but I could say, or maybe come to the conclusion that maybe some of this stuff's actually made in China, and that's why it's not made right. I need to show you the top gear here too. What's wrong with it? It has to do with the size of this, matching up to the camshaft. They got the gear laying face down, where the camshaft should go down in this nice little spot there. And here's the camshaft. This is just the junk camshaft that was in this engine. It's a factory GM camshaft, because this is one of the 602 crate motors. You set that little baby down in there, line the dowel pin up. I've never had a timing chain do this. It's loose. That is supposed to sit snug on the cam. That's one problem. And also, both these gears do it on the camshaft and the engine, which is a factory GM camshaft. I have a different 602 crate motor. And it's so loose, I thought, well, maybe that's a big block top gear. I do have a big block camshaft, and it's not big enough to fit it because the journals are larger diameter on a big block. And here's the top gear that is the cloyes top gear. But this is your high dollar timing chain set. Comes with the needle bearing on the back. It's used with a roller cam. And it is a billet top gear. I'll show you that the cam fits in this gear like it's supposed to. There we go. It's down in there and it's nice and tight. It doesn't wobble back and forth. So we know there's nothing wrong with the camshaft. The problem is the gear. The owner of this engine that I'm building for, I don't believe that he wants to spend over $150 for a good timing chain, but it's worth it if it's not loose like that. And the gear actually fits the cam right. Because when those bolts are loose, the gear could be moved one way just a hair or back the other way, and that would throw off your timing. So if you got one of these cheap piece of craps in your engine, and you're having ignition problems and timing problems, it doesn't run quite like it should, that's why. And just me holding it with a little pressure on it, you can see that the gear moves back and forth in there. Obviously some of the stuff isn't matched, or it isn't made right. So I guess we're going to have to maybe buy 50 different sets of timing chains to see if we can actually find one that works. This chain does not match the gear. It's loose on it. You can see it moving all around on it. The top does act better, but we might just be moving the whole thing. But the gear does not match the camshaft. So basically you got a bunch of worthless junk here. So what I decided to do, which I've always used these timing chains before, these SA Gear ones. SA Gear pretty much manufactures most of the chains for everyone who sells them. I know Cloyes used to be SA Gear. And you can always tell if it's an SA Gear chain by that right there on it. Always cast SA on it. And this is actually cast USA on it. And this is what every single timing chain used to look like. It has a cast upper gear. Even the cloyes used to look like that, but I don't know what that is now. It's probably made in China or somewhere else. But we need to put these gears on, and even that one says made in USA, which nowadays that doesn't really mean much. Only thing I did see on the chain, what it says, roll on or something on it. But I think it said India on it somewhere. If not the chain, it said it on the box somewhere here. We're going to get that piece of crap off, and we're going to install this one. See what we come up with, and this should be right, the way it should be. I'll try the cam inside the gear, see if it fits tight first. Which I assume it should, because of SA Gear. I've been making this stuff for years. It should be made right. Made correctly. You don't just one day decide, well, we're going to start making them all wrong. Those are wrong. So here's the top gear. Here's the camshaft. Of course, it's not the one on the engine, but it is the same camshaft. I have a 602 crate motor. Like I said, this right here, you line the dowel up and you insert that baby in there, and that is supposed to be tight. That shouldn't move back and forth, which it does not. So that gear is made correctly. Got the bottom gear off, put the SA gear on the crankshaft. This is what I use. I got a nice little piece of pipe that slides over that. Get your big old maul and beat the hell out of it to get it on there. No, I don't do that. I just gradually beat it on. Anyways, we're going to put the SA Gear chain gear on and see what we got. Are we gonna have a loose piece of crap like that cloyes chain, or is it gonna tighten it up real nice? I haven't had this on. I'm doing this just as you guys are seeing it. One bolt opposite of the pin is all you need. And you really don't even have to tighten these down to check it, because the gear is supposed to fit tight on the camshaft, which the other one didn't. And these bolts are not supposed to hold the gear from going all over the place. Throw the bolts in, we'll snug her down. That's what it should do. It should kind of draw the cam into the gear, which it's doing. That's one bolt. I'm not going to torque them down. We don't need to just to do this. One bolt in, two bolt, three bolt. We'll snug these ones down. See what we got. So hopefully this comes out like it should. It's like I said, I've used SA gear timing chains over the years and I've never had a problem with one of them. Now, she's nice and tight. It's tight there like it should be. And it's tight there, the gears aren't moving on the chain. I can't move at all. That's the way it should be. Now with that other one on there, when I showed in the short video I made, I had a lot of comments, and I think some of you thought I was freaking crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. The Chevy farmer always knows what he's doing. At least some of the time. Anyways, that's the way it should be, and I can get back to putting the engine together. Like I said, that's an SA gear. There's some instructions in there, but you don't need to read them. Toss them in the trash. And right there, use a nice little piece of pipe instead of just beating it on with your hammer, which I've always done. Ain't my first rodeo. Anyways, I'm happy about that. And those cloyes pieces of garbage, you might as well toss in the garbage, because they're worthless because they're not made right. I'm guessing Chinese crap in a box that says made in USA. That's where I seen it said India. Sprockets made in USA, chain made in India. So at least it fits and it's tight like it should be, like they've always been made over the years. Like I say, nowadays you don't know what the hell you're gonna get. Bunch of import knockoff garbage, which will probably cause you problems, which I know it would cause you problems. It's SA gear for the win. Now over the years, building engines, I have had a few problems with timing chains, but very, very seldomly did I have problems with them. I had a chain once that when you lined the dots up, you know, the chain was tight like it should be, and then if you turned it, I was adjusting the valves or degree in the cam, I can't remember. But when you spun it to where the dot was up, the chain was loose as crap, like the gear wasn't centered, like it was off. Had that problem on a chain once. And one other time I bought one, which someone mentioned in the short video, that the block had been aligned honed, and it moves the crank center line up. You need a different chain, it's a shorter chain to make that tight. Well, I bought one, and that was what was in the box, was one that was made for an aligned home block, and it was way too tight. You couldn't even get the chain to go up over it. So I appreciated the comments on the shorts. And if you got something to say here, post it down below. What do you think of that cloyes garbage? Like to hear. Here's even with no bolts in it, you can see how tight that fits. In the short video, there's a lot of people, oh, your bolts ain't tight. The bolts should not hold that. For moving back and forth, that's what that dowel pin's for. And that's why the cam fits snugly in that gear. Yes, the bolts hold it on from falling off, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. Also on that gear, no bolts on it, you gotta take that top gear off. You usually gotta take something and kind of wedge it off. Being there's no lifters in it, there it goes. That fits snugly on the cam, like I showed earlier. What do you think of what that box says on it? Is it still quality? I wonder if that video shows you that all this stuff is loose and doesn't match up correctly. Bet it doesn't. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for watching.